think of Kelly's smile and sense of humor when I think her. First time whenever I talk to her on the phone or anytime I'm talking about her.
You can't know Kelly and not be influenced. She is an influencer. And, I work in the mental health world. And so when she came in to be a graduate student in our graduate program, we work on a lot of hard issues, a lot of work with individuals, families, couples. And Kelly is compassionate, she's grateful, she's able to connect with anyone. And when things get heavy, which they do in the field of mental health, she was always such a leader in helping people debrief, lighten up, connect to one another, be there for each other. It's just a blessing to be around her as a graduate student and beyond.
I feel like one of her biggest contributions, besides just her pure joy, is that she's like this connector to so many people, not just in the college and in the department, but since she did some of her education in HDFS, she also has so many connections there.
The first thing you'll know about the Walkers, they are the most connected, well-supported family you've ever met in your life. And it's all because, and that's where Kelly gets so much of her unique, positive vibe and energy. No wonder Kelly's so awesome. Look at her family. And then you start to see through the years what this family has done for the community. I'll speak specifically to the MS 150 bike ride, the amount of money and networking and people that would ride specifically in this bike ride for not only Kelly, but just for this family. That's just kind of a glimpse into the positive influence they have on so many people.
Interacting with Kelly for the last 6 years has, I think actually changed me in profound ways. It sounds cheesy, but I'm not ashamed to say that. It's impossible to meet anybody who's met Kelly just once who hasn't come away feeling like she had an effect on them. She's that kind of person, that, one meeting and you feel connected to her. She has that ability to do that with hundreds, thousands of people across all walks of life.
I think the big impact that people feel over and over again with Kelly is some people never even get to meet her in person, but how she comes across to all of her colleagues, whether it be present or past, her energy translates through people that know her. She makes everybody feel special.
One of my fondest memories of Kelly is when she was selected to carry the Olympic torch in 2002 for the Winter Olympics. We were just so proud of her to do that.
It would be impossible to pick a favorite memory of Kelly. But I gotta say, every time I'm with her, she will make a joke or get me laughing about something that you could not say around very many people. It is hilarious and a little on the edge. And that's who Kelly is.
Kelly deserves to be featured in this Legacy project. Even though Kelly herself doesn't believe or didn't believe that she deserved to be featured, which is pretty typical of Kelly to think that, she hasn't really had that big an impact, even though she has. Because of that, that culture piece, that her influence has permeated departments, the college, other people at CSU, other people in Fort Collins. There's a reason why she ended up carrying the torch in the, Olympic relay. I mean, these things, she got, she gets, awards for her being inspirational. It's not an accident that, she is honored.
She has a hard time being the center of attention, as we've witnessed several times. She's so humble, and her humility is something to behold.
Kelly's legacy started back when she was a student, then she was a graduate student, then she was a part of the staff and faculty. And again, that legacy just continues on and on and on, and the ripple effect is just felt from start to today as we speak. It's just hard to imagine anybody else that could represent the word legacy more than Kelly.
If you look up the word legacy, whether you have to go to the Urban Dictionary or Webster's, if there was a picture, Kelly should be there. One of the ways that I think it's becoming super clear to everybody is through her scholarship. Each time somebody gets one of her scholarships, she learns so much about them and tries to connect them back to the people who she's still very close with in the department, and to make it so that she can learn as much about them as she can without actually working with those students in the department.
Kelly deserves to be an honoree because of all the things we've talked about here and all the impact she's had on her former students and their lives. And I would further that, and she's had a tremendous impact on our family, and I'm also very proud of her resolve and resiliency through adversity, MS particularly.
We have watched her persevere. We have watched her continue to have an impact. And so in that way, she fills our hearts and makes us better for knowing her.
So, Kelly, I know that you at first were hesitant to believe that you were deserving of being in this legacy project. But I want to say directly to you that you are, and everyone believes that you are. The only person in the world who didn't think you deserved this was you. You have had such an amazing impact on our culture, on our environment, on all of us, professionally and personally, that I can't think of anybody that deserves this more than you.
Kelly, it is absolutely an honor, and one that I do not take for granted, that I selfishly get one night a week with you. There's nobody that I get the privilege of spending a few hours with once a week, just solely dedicated to talking, to laughing, to occasionally crying, to solving the world's problems. I really could not be more grateful for that, so thank you.
Kelly, I'm so blessed that you're in my life. So many of us are so blessed that we have known you, learned from you, laughed with you. I love you. You're in my heart always.
Hey Cal, I just wanted to say congratulations for being an honoree this year. No one deserves it more than you do, my friend.
CSU will always be some of my fondest memories. I love this.